Now sometimes we need to convert a variable from one type to the other type. I'll just tell you some examples here. Let us say you have an operation plus and two operators are provided, A and B. Two operands are provided. Now let us assume that B is float and A is integer. Now we cannot add an integer with a float, right? Either you have to add both integers, because that is how we have, the adders written, isn't it? Floating point addition, or we are going to do integer addition, right? Therefore, if both of them are of different types, before you apply the operation, it is better, or it is mandatory that you convert both of them to the same type and then you apply the operation, right? Now what is the best thing is, now let us say this data type is having a capacity of 32 bits and this data type is having a capacity of 16 bits. Now if I have to convert both of them to one type, it is obviously better that we convert the smaller one into larger one, so that we will not lose any information, isn't it? If you have to convert a number which is represented in 32 bits into a number which can be represented in 16 bits, then we will be losing an information, isn't it? That is why convert both of these to 32 bits and then you try to apply the operation, right? So the convention here followed is, you see among all the operands which one is the highest one. Highest one means the data type which is having the biggest space, and you convert all the other data types into that particular data type. Now the order is followed like this. Now if one of the operator is let us say one of the operand is long double, assuming that in your machine long double size is greater than double is greater than float is greater than short or int, assuming that short or int both are of same size and carry is of the least size, then first priority should be given like this. If one of the operand is long double, then convert the other operand also to long double, right? If this is not the case, which means if both of your operands are not long double, then go to the next case. The next case is if one of the operand is, let us say, double, then convert the other operand to double, right? If this is not the case, which means your operands are not long doubles or doubles, then the next one is go to this case. If one of them is float, then convert the other one to float, right? If this is not the case, then go to the next one. If one of them is short or int, then convert the other one to int, right? Similar to the next one. So this is the convention that we are going to follow here, okay? And then what about the result? After applying this operation, then the result will also be automatically be given in the form of the bigger one, which means if you convert both the operands into, let us say, long double, then the result will also be given in the long double only, right? That is one way. And this is about one type of type conversions in the mathematical expressions. And the second type of type conversions is in the assignments. Let us say you have an assignment like this, A equal to B, right? Now in this case, since we have to place the contents of the variable B into A, and depending on the size of A, we have to convert it, because finally it has to fit in here, isn't it? Now let us assume that the size of B is 32 bits, right? And the size of A is 16 bits. So ultimately this one has to be stored here, and so we are going to convert this type to this type and we are going to save it here. That is the second type of conversion. So in case of assignments, we are always going to convert the right hand side into the type of the left hand side, right? In case if it is an expression, right, whatever type you get as a result of this expression, you are going to convert into this type and we are going to save here. Now because of this, there might be sometimes a loss in information. Yes, there will definitely be, and so you have to be careful while using such statements, okay? Now for example, if you have something like this, char I, and let us say int I and char C. If this is the two variables are there and they have been assigned some values, and let us say at some point in time you are writing C equal to I, then what happens is, in case if integer is represented with 16 bits and character is represented with 8 bits, now the information which has been earlier stored using 16 bits has to be stored in 8 bits now. Therefore there will be a loss in information, right? But then if you write something like this, I equal to C, then what happens is, the information which was earlier present in 8 bits has to be stored in 16 bits. Therefore there will be no loss in information. Got it? And similarly, when you are trying to save or store a number which is double into float, then also the same thing will happen, loss of information. Got it? But anyway, we cannot avoid it, and so you should be careful while you are writing such statements, right? The rule says that whatever is the type of the left hand side, you have to convert the right hand side into it. Got it? Okay. And and then coming to the function calls, okay, we shall see, you might not be able to understand it now. I'll just try to say it, but then if you are not able to understand it, leave it for the later. Now assume that you have a function like this, sqrt, okay, and it is taking as the argument, let us say, double, okay, and it is returning, let us say, double. So this is a declaration of a function. Now it means that the function name is sqrt, it is taking one argument whose type is double, and it is returning one argument whose type is, it is returning a value whose type is double. Now if you call this function somewhere like this, sqrt, now what is a function, what is a function call? Anyway, we are going to see it later, but try to understand it if you can here. Now if I say sqrt of 2, now this is an integer which you are trying to pass it to a function which is actually expecting a double, right? So this is also a kind of assignment, isn't it? You are sending a value into a variable whose type is double, right? So ultimately it boils down to a simple assignment statement, isn't it? Then what happens? Again the same rules. So this 2 will automatically be converted to double and it will be sent there, right? Now you can also do this changing this types explicitly, that is called as casting, right? So what is casting means is, you can just, let us say you have to store some value 10 into a variable which is a float type. Then here if you write like this, float, then it means that you convert this integer constant into float type and then save it here. That is the meaning of it, right? Similarly, if you have an expression, mathematical expression, and you don't know what type it is returning, and finally if you want to save it an integer, then you convert the result into this integer and then you save it here, right? So this is done explicitly, right? So when you are doing it explicitly, see here we didn't do it explicitly, our machine was actually, our compiler was actually doing it, right? But here when you do this, this is explicit typecasting, isn't it? So this is also called as typecasting, and this operator is called as casting operator. Got it? So you can also do it if it is required at any place, okay?